Good morning, good morning. So, I am headed to. So, one of the primary reasons why I came back to Charlotte is because of this event that I was invited to. It's a one-on-one matchmaking event. So, what I want to tell you is sometimes we get complacent, right? Do not get complacent. I have been in transportation for, it'll be 20 years in June of this year. So I've been in transportation. I've done pretty much all things transportation. I've pretty much driven any type or operated any type of OTR, over the road vehicle, commercial vehicle. I have ran and operated heavy machinery. So like I have done all things logistics when it comes to trucking, and that's on the military side and the civilian side. One thing I do is I watch the market, and me watching the market, I see that trucking is one of those things, like it's an up and down thing. I know that because I've been in it for so long. And for me, I'm in a place where I want to be more stable, and trucking is always going to be there. But one thing people don't understand is, especially with OTR, trucking is always going to be consumer based. So however much we as consumers buy determines how often the trucks are going to be running. And so as I've sat back and I started to do more dump trucks and get into the dump trucks, one thing that I did was first of all, I built relationships with superintendents, foremen, project managers, construction managers. I've always been like that. So that's what I did, and I would literally be a sponge, and I would listen to what they would tell me and take in whatever it is that they was telling me to do. And so one thing that I realized, and that's it doesn't matter where you are in the world, infrastructure is always going to be there because we're always growing. It's evolution. You're supposed to grow and build, and so there's always going to be some type of construction, either whether it's commercial, whether it's residential, vertical builds, whatever it is always going to be some type of infrastructure, whether it's fixing the roads, potholes, if it's maintenance work, meaning, and when I say maintenance work, I mean fixing a yard, putting some stone out there, whatever it is, there's always going to be some type of infrastructure, some type of earthwork. And so with that being said, what I realized is I needed to focus more so on the procurement side of it. So getting the contracts, facilitating the deals, being a strategist. And so this last year, I really took the time to take my experience and my knowledge and really just like put my all into it, learn, grow, build relationships. And so I say all that to say that there is a time in your life where you have to learn how to pivot. You have to learn how to turn. You have to learn how to, even if you want to stay in your field that you like, learn how to grow. Don't stay stagnant. And that's where I'm at right now. It's like, okay, I've drove the school buses, the city buses, the tractor trailers, the flatbeds, the reefers, the doubles. I've done load securements. I've done the heavy machinery and operated the excavators and the rollers, and I've done the box trucks, and I've done it all, dump trucks and the all the military vehicles and all that. I've done all of those things, and I don't see myself being somebody that's in a truck for years and years and years. And I know the toll that it has on your body, because I suffer from just different things within my body just from being on a truck for so long. So for me, it was like, okay, it's time for you to, what we doing? It's time for you to do something different. And that's where I'm at in my life. And so I have found the joy in facilitating the deals, looking at the contracts, breaking down the contracts, putting the numbers together, sourcing out the materials, sourcing out the aggregates, those types of things. I have found comfort in it primarily for two reasons. One, because it doesn't, I don't have a high overhead. I don't have to put fuel in trucks, hire drivers. I I don't, it's just the licenses and all, I don't have to do that. The insurances and all, I don't have to do that. And then also with this, I can do this with my eyes closed. All it is putting people together and researching and making the numbers make sense. You know, estimating and doing the takeoff. Like, I've learned all those things. And so that's just my little spiel for y'all today. I'm just saying, like, just don't be stagnant, don't be complacent. Like, whatever it is that you want to do it. And learn, continue to grow, continue to learn in your business, continue to be greater than what you are now. It's never competition with anybody. It's always competition with yourself. And so, and then sometimes you just have to isolate yourself and just get into that space where you all in, y'all. And I'm telling you, like, I've been there. Sometimes it just be like, sometimes you get lonely. Sometimes you feel like you see, and I will say, since I have become so to myself and I don't deal with people, talk to people, I rarely call people. Shoot, sometimes I don't even respond to text messages, depending on how I feel. But some, you know, people not gonna understand that, but for me it makes sense, because now it allows me to focus on what I need to focus on. And because I've been like that the last, I say 8 months to a year, it has caused me to, not caused me, it has put me in different positions and put me in different rooms. You know, I got one of the biggest contracts that I've ever gotten a couple months ago, you know, with the military, and working on another one. If I was not focused, if I was out here doing stuff and worrying about people and worrying about why this person did this to me or why this, that, and all that, I wouldn't be able to do those things. So I'm just saying all that to say, like, just continue to grow in your business. Do not stay stagnant. You know, make sure, what is the weight coming in? That's something coming off his truck. Just make sure that you're staying consistent. Don't be complacent. Continue to learn, read books. Y'all, I buy books all the time about whatever it is that I'm into. If it's procurement, I'm buying books about it. If it's about sourcing out materials or material management, I'm buying books and reading up on it. And AI has become one of my best friends, you know. So I know I said a lot to say a lot, but happy Wednesday. Go get to the bag. And I tell y'all this all the time. No matter what you're doing, make sure you're doing it with good intentions and that your spirit is pure. And make sure you take God with you first. Nothing else matters. Take Him with you first. Talk to him about whatever it is that you want to do in life first. That's who you need to be talking to. And then you move based off of what He tells you to do. But make sure that you're putting out good energy, because whatever you put out is what you're going to get. So that's my spiel for today. I love y'all. And I'm headed into this meeting. So talk to y'all later.